This is my brother Chris. He's working towards becoming a professional gamer. Not only is this a difficult task, it's a task that most would say is impossible. He's a huge fan of Optic Gaming, and one day wants to join the organization. So I thought, let's make him a cool CDL sign today. After doing research, I found a program called Blender. Most people in the 3D printing community probably know this program, as it's free and amazing for modeling and so much more. But after opening this program for the first time, I didn't know what to do. The program was like New York City without a map. Everything looked the same and different all at the same time. So I went to YouTube, the greatest learning center in the world, and after 2 weeks of learning from Blender's own tutorials, and some random tutorials, I'd finished my first sign in Blender. So as the weeks went on, I worked diligently to design the signs. It took probably about a month of research and development to get them the way I liked it. After doing all the printing for the first sign, I had to assemble it and finish the prototype. After gluing the signs together, I started to play with the soldering iron to make a hole, and I found that welding the pieces together became a better idea as it held better. After learning this method, it became my new favorite type of connection for 3D prints, as it fills and sands well. As far as assembly, I decided that I wanted to use a diffuser like this. It's hard and plasticky, but what it ended up with was these plastic diffuser sheets, which just didn't feel worthy. As the time got closer to Christopher's birthday, he mentioned, because he knew about the project, what if we gave a sign to Optic themselves? Because we were attending their TST event Christopher's birthday weekend. I went ahead and purchased a second 3D printer to push this project to the limit. I went ahead and was printing around the clock for the last 2 weeks. And yes, the whole 2 weeks that we just mentioned, I've been printing around the clock, and it is loud and it is hot in here, and my god, here's a picture of it at night for when I was, trying to sleep through this whole thing. It was just incredibly hot and loud. I mean, I had to sleep with earmuffs just to get through it. As for Optic sign, I really wanted to swap from using plastic sheets to a nice acrylic. And yes, these are the different colors that we were testing for the project itself in wet signs. I hate cutting acrylic, and I ended up finding a really bad idea as to melting it. I found that I could melt the acrylic with a soldering iron. It was just 3 days out, and Chris mentioned painting the sign. And 3 days became 2 days, and I was painting the signs and working to put the different colors and coats on, and it became a big mess. With the weather changing outside and it getting colder, it messed with the paint itself. Due to the rush, the paint didn't dry correctly due to the speed of coating and the outdoor temperature. It was 3 hours before the 10-hour drive, and I felt I had failed. Christopher loved his sign, but as far as the sign that was going to Optic, I didn't feel it was good enough. I got out of bed and with no sleep, worked until the deadline. We loaded the car and left, and yes, I drove. Yes, please do not do that. I did drive 10 hours with no sleep that day, but I wanted to make sure the Optic sign was perfect. And for the most part, I was very, very happy with it after wallowing in pain and thinking that I had failed. It wasn't perfect, but it was good. We never gave them the sign. Chris liked it, and for his birthday, he went ahead and got the second sign. He kind of wanted to give them the perfect sign, and after the sign drying, it wasn't perfect, but and let me know what you guys think about it. I didn't record giving Christopher the sign. but I do have a video of unveiling the actual signs to him and my mom before I put the lights in them. So here you go.
I like them.
Oh, I thought it was the
That's so fucked up. Mom's like, okay, what's the reveal? I want to look at some good plastic.
I thought you were gonna lot up. That's where I thought you were.
No, we were putting the lights in until we had the covers.
Okay.
I really did learn a lot from this project, and I had a ton of fun making it, making all the different signs. I'm not finished with all of them. I still have one of them that's still going to be coming up in my background, so watch the streams. Hopefully you'll see it soon, just because I'm lazy and didn't really care to finish it. You know, I got the signs I wanted to print, got my 100 Thieves one, got the prototype phase up, and then Christopher has his 2 optic ones sitting in his room, and he loves them. So we'll cut to him and get his opinion on it in a second. And as far as optic, just talking to you guys for a moment. If you want to get your sign, I guess you'll have to sign Christopher to get it from him. All right.
That one's my favorite. I like that one.
You don't like that one?
That one dumb. No, I'm just kidding. You know, honestly,
What do you think about your signs overall? Just what do you think?
I mean, this one fits very well with the like aesthetics of like nowadays, since it's Optic Texas. I mean, since we have a new logo. But for like the OG status of me being a fan of a decade, the OG logo is fucking dope as shit. You know, in my opinion.
Do you regret not giving Optic their sign?
No, not at all.
You glad you got to keep it?
Yeah. I mean, like, I want to make them a better sign. You know, they're an organization that deserve a better sign compared to that. You know, we rushed it, in my opinion, with the paint job. It's terrible. But I think they deserve a bigger and better sign for them. So we'll have to make them one.
Chris, when do you think you're going to be signed to a professional gaming organization?
Next year, hopefully. So
All right. Well,
I'll see you. I'll see you in a year, Hector. I'll see you in a year, Hector. You can be signing me as a content creator. Guaranteed.
Ooh, big words. Big words. Well,
Yeah.
we'll hopefully see it soon.
Yeah, next year. I'll see you, Hector. I'll see him in March.
Yeah, you will see him in March.
I'll see him in
that's
March,
true.
man.
That
See
is
you in
true,
March.
yeah. Because
So.
we have the major come up.
I might see him in February. If he comes, if he comes to the Halo.
Yeah, if he goes to all of his events, yeah.
Maybe not. He might. Maniac might be there at the Halo one. So, Shadow, you got anything to add? Okay. She likes him too.
Yeah, she seems to like the signs too.